The origins of anger from narcissistic abuse need to be understood in order to prevent from opening up portals for demonic activity, which is the ultimate goal for narcissists. Narcissists start programming their victims with a belief nothing they do is good enough or worthy of praise. The whole situation causes them victims, or targets, to work harder for approval, which, of course, is very tentative and fleeting at best. The narcissist just keeps control and sets the standards higher if the victim gets close to reaching perfection. The narcissist must ensure that the slave feels guilty and dirty. Out of this manipulation, or programming, black and white thinking develops in the victim's mind. Narcissists will not allow the victim to display natural feelings of anger, sadness, or doubt. To do so means that one is a failure and weak. Of course, they are natural feelings, so the target has to do a great deal of repression and self-incrimination for having these natural feelings. The victim learns to turn his or her anger inward. And many of the victims end up committing suicide. They beat themselves up with subconscious and conscious guilt. Anything and everything wrong or bad in the target's life is blamed upon the victim. Also, not all things are meant to be remembered by the victim. Anger can play a natural role in the forgetting of memories too. The use of anger by narcissists is not arbitrary. They know that anger opens up spiritual portals for demonic activity by lowering the victim's vibrational state. The use of anger is seen in a number of different areas of narcissistic abuse. Narcissist shells, or enablers, will pose as depressed and angry victims to ensure that true targets remain good portals for demons. Anger towards God, anger towards the outside world, and anger toward themselves are all built into what victims are expected to experience. Where was God? Where was the outside world when all these things were happening? Many, if not all, of the victims of narcissistic abuse turn their anger on themselves, which is the only safe place to vent it. Most of the narcissistic abuse victims will have very low self-esteem and will have lots of guilt and anger toward themselves. The target is victimized so much that some victims become covert narcissists or shells and may find release in gaslighting others. Of course, the entire process of transference further entraps the target and provides more guilt and more debilitating spiritual dynamics. The self-image of most targets in a narcissistic abuse is extremely low. The anger that victims have becomes a tool of the narcissist to ensure that the target never thinks highly enough of themselves to do anything about the control over them. Unresolved and uncomprehended origins of anger from narcissistic abuse is one of the major barriers preventing victims from moving toward freedom when they have a chance. I hope this video encourages you to explore the origins of anger you may feel and let these feelings flow with no guilt through you so you can move towards freedom. Also, don't forget to check the following channel with real deprogramming frequencies for those who wish further help to get free from the narcissistic-induced anger. If you like the contents of this channel, please subscribe and help to support the creator of this ads-free channel with your donation. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember, knowledge is freedom.